Strength through will is how we can reverse the perversion of values that have been instilled in you, in me, and all our brethren, insidiously through generations of ancestral oppression. Though it stood with as much superhuman endurance as anyone could, it left a deep impression. Invisible scars that have caused us to devolve into a state of unconsciousness so malignant, we've nearly forgotten we're not a problem to be solved. We always been the solution they seek to dissolve, with the illusion of ties that bind us to a system that blinds, of most vicious design, which is to free no man. Only together, through sharing of wisdom, can we heal the wounds of division, forever sealing that evil incision, and finally deprogram.
Welcome to the Deprogram Show. I'm your host, RMJR. We got a very special guest in the building, a community activist, a man of many, many talents, a man who don't play no games. He means what he say and puts his feet on the ground every single day. We got the one, the only, Mr. Chris Newby. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, bro? That was an awesome introduction, man.
Hey, man, I just be trying to do the best to honor the guests on the show, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Man, this your second time on the show, man.
Yeah.
Last time I had you, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it was Brother Logan who's doing this thing at YB Normal.
Yeah, shout out Logan King. Taylor, man, for sure.
So what you been up to, man? Because I know at one point you were working with the father to the fatherless. So let's pick up on what you've been doing since then. Because I know, but inform the people.
Well, in between after F2F, man, of course I did some security work for Marcus Rogers, at the fights, doing stuff with him, get on the road with him. Also, I attended She Trucking. Miss Sheree Moore went through her program. And then I got on the road with my brother Breon Thomas, my little brother Breon, who's Mr. See Him, Cargo Van Panua, man. And all these people, I'm name dropping today, man. So got on the road with him, man, California and back, Texas, Kansas, just all over the place, man. Just delivering and dropping off and picking up, man, and sightseeing and mountain climbing and just living. Of course, spoiling my daughter, which is the most important thing. My daughter Cheyenne, currently in a relationship with a woman who I believe might be my soulmate. A lot of reading. Of course, still doing community active work, man. Anytime city safety coordinator call my phone, anything he need, I'm there. Just regular, man, answering phones for moms and giving out good energy and sending positive vibes and helping where I can, man, where I'm needed, whether it's taking out the trash or giving a 2-hour speech or cheerleading on the side, whatever. Probably the latest thing we just did was a boys summit with Montreal Beasley, Ladarius Price, Chris Sands, Troy Rogers. I had a hand in being able to. They allowed me to come in and help bring in some people to the city who were able to bless some of our kids down here in Chattanooga. Leave a word. Shout out to everybody who had their hands in on it, man. It was really dope. Before that, we did She Trucking event, man, where I went and sold and got a clothing line richer than a drug dealer. Just networking with tons of millionaires, future millionaires, couple of billionaires, man. Just really keeping, like you said, keeping my boots to the ground, man. Trying to enlighten my people, telling the homies, hey, look, man, it's a better way out here. I done got my ass in, boy. Come on, it's time to go. You feel me? Just everything, man. I'm just staying focused, man.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You mentioned the clothing line richer than a drug dealer.
Right.
So man, where can I get? I ain't on that type of time. But when I see what the richer than the drug dealer stand for, I need a hoodie. I need something, cause that's the type of time I'm on, man.
Okay. So first, well, let me just answer, and then I'll go into it. Like probably the easiest way you're gonna get this is by contacting me via my DM on Facebook, hitting my Instagram up, man. We local. It's just me and one of my homeboys who taking the reins, man. So we ain't got no assistant that you can call. You're gonna have to hit my DM, and then part of that is also everything is one-offs. So like originally we were doing 3 colors, use 3 basic colors, which we still do if you just want the basic hoodie. It's black with a white font, or red or blue, all with white fonts. The new jackets we went in bought better jackets with better cloth on it. And we doing custom colors. So you get a richer than a drug dealer hoodie, man. There's nobody gonna have your hoodie, because we're gonna call you, we're gonna get with you, see what colors you want. If there's anything extra you want it added on to it. Some people just, they hit us up with hey, just do whatever you gonna do to it, and we just do what we gonna do to it, man. But definitely hit either my inbox, or you want to hit up Cellar Boy, aka Mark Jones, man. His inbox, his Instagram, man. We get the orders out, man, as soon as we can, man. We're doing hats, hoodies, toboggans. We're doing custom jeans, just everything, man.
Okay, so after this interview, I'm putting it on the interview. After the interview over, I'm gonna place my order directly with you. So
I would be remiss. I'm sorry, I'd be remiss if I didn't put this out, cause a lot of people here like, now for some people, richer than a drug dealer is enough. They see that's fly. Let me get that. But like for the people who like, it's like you're gonna have some people that see richer than a drug dealer on the front of your thing and be like, richer than a drug dealer, and they're gonna make the stank face because they don't really understand that I'm not just talking about rich in pockets. I'm talking about being rich in health, being rich in spirit, and being rich in wealth, man. So it's not just about money, it's being rich in all aspects of life, man.
And I saw, not to cut you off, but I saw those wordings, and that's what made me be like, I gotta have one of them, at least one or two. I gotta have that.
Right. Even for somebody like you, like if it just said richer than a drug dealer, you probably wouldn't wear that. But because it's not about that, you actually have to, like, so it's deeper than that. Like your grandma can put that on because of what it say, but you just have to take the time out to read it. Yeah, definitely.
So let me ask you this, man. What type of book? You mentioned you reading books. What type of books you read, man? Because there's always new stuff I could get on, and the people could get on that they ain't on.
Oh man, I'll definitely give you some titles. So I'm reading 500 Dreams to Interpret, Stay Strong. It's like simple life lessons for keeping your mind strong. Of course, I'm reading the Quran and the Bible almost, and I ain't religious, but I read those religiously. A Touch of Wonder, I'm reading that. But I'm always like, read everything. Like, read the magazines, read the newspaper, read that article. Don't read the headline, read the 15, 16 pages. Even when I Google, I'm gonna Google 7 sites before I decide, okay, these 7 sites, 5 of them said the same thing, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm not ever just gonna go with that first thing. So anything, you ask me what I read, anything I can get my hands on, anything. Health and wealth books, medical books, home remedies so I don't have to take pills when I'm in pain, things of that nature, anything.
Okay, that's very powerful. So man,
how to get away from these.
Hey, I got this thing I'm doing, man, and I'm gonna put it out there. I ain't mentioned it in a while, but I got a phrase I coined. It's called the lollipop tendencies.
Okay,
And
yeah, definitely. I'm watching. Hey, yeah, okay, definitely.
so let me ask you this, man. Like the lollipop tendencies, why the Most High put it on my heart to come up with it, is really elevating boys to men.
Right, right,
So I think I mentioned any man with a merce or a man purse has lollipop tendencies.
right.
And
Definitely.
and I also saw you and your brother discuss it on one of y'all episodes, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I was raised in the house where you didn't touch a person. Like, I'm 80s baby, man. That's a reason to get slapped in the floor, man. A boy touching a pocketbook, like I just ain't. I wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not so much as like because I don't want to come off as machoism or sexism or nothing like that. But bro, what you got a purse for? Everything you need should be able to hold in your wallet. And if you got that kind, first of all, you ain't spending that type of cash where you going, and you ain't on your way to the strip club. So why you don't got a credit card? So like even that is for me like that's a lollipop tendency to even have that type of cash on you, because who you showing out for? Grown men don't show out.
Yeah.
We securing who we are. So which one go buy a car off the lot or something? I don't understand why do you need that amount of cash on you? So like that's a female trait in itself, feeling the need to show out so you can be seen.
And then I think I'm another one I put out there. Any man who put his relationship issues out to the public has lollipop tendencies. Cause whatever you got going on as a man, you supposed to handle that and maneuver in a way without really. It's teaching men to tap out of. I mean, it's okay to understand where you at emotionally, but be able to handle it, man. Not really acting like a female in a sense.
Are we talking in the moment or after the moment?
I mean, as a man, think about this. As a man, you got to put on your thinking cap. You can't. Women act out of emotions in the moment, after the moment. So if a man is the leader, so lead in your family or lead in your spouse, you like, man, I'm mad, but I can't handle it like this.
Oh no, you definitely have to be able to like separate. I tend to tell my girl this like a lot of you said, they emotional. So when I find that we're having a conversation and she's getting emotional because of the delivery or how I said it, I always like try to stop and go, look, stop getting mad about how I said what I said and listen to actually what I said. Take what I meant from, yeah, I said it the wrong way because I'm human and I make mistakes. So I didn't deliver it the way you needed it to hear it. But take that out of it and listen to what I actually said, because I ain't trying to do nothing to hurt you. So you have to have that discernment as a man, definitely.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, just not to go too deep in your business, but how many times you've asked your significant other, hey, repeat what I said, and how many times have they repeated word for word what you said? And I'm asking that question for a reason.
I really don't think I done had to say that. I can't even count one time where I've had to say repeat what I said. We talked more. One of the main attractions that I had to her in the beginning was and not to just, and I feel like she wouldn't mind me telling this. She was coming around, and this been some time ago. She was coming around buying some marijuana from a guy that I knew, and in the we know like a weed transaction is 30 seconds at best. You hand me the money, I hand you this, you gone. And her transactions would take 2 and 3 hours because me and her just in the 30 seconds it took for her to come in and walk out, we done started a conversation and she done sat down and we done smoked 3-4 blunts, and she literally about 2-3 times she had somebody in the car with her and like forgot they was outside in the car because we was just so engrossed in conversation. And then some months, almost a year went by, and I was just like really like fiending for some like female conversation. And I was like, yo, where that girl at? Who was and then I took the steps that I needed to find her. And so like our relationship is based around communication. So like we talk all the time. When we sit down and have a conversation, it's 3 hours all the time. Ain't no yelling and screaming. And she's polar opposite from me. I'm all serious all the time. And she's kind of like, when I get mad, she's just like, okay, baby, I hear you. And then like, I know she heard me because I got out of, but yeah, I don't do no arguing and stuff, man. It's actually really beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's.
But yeah, I don't have to. I said one time we had a conversation, and it's pretty much over with, man. I hate it for the people who gonna watch this and be like, oh, he bullshitting. And I'm sorry you don't have that in your life, but like I don't have that type of drama in my life. We talk about it and that's it. And we move past and we moving forward.
And the reason I even asked that question because most men, not all, but most men, when they talking to their spouse or their significant other, they don't hear what you saying. They hear what they think you saying.
Right.
And that's why I always like I done seen dudes and I say, hey man, if you having communication issues, just ask her to even start out with asking her, hey, repeat what I just said. And I guarantee you most of them ain't gonna be able to repeat it, especially in the heat of a decision or something like that, because they ain't hearing what you saying, they hearing what they think you saying based on their emotions. Because women hear on emotions.
Well, it's even swap, no swindle who fault it is. Because it's 9 different types of love. And so,
well, give us the game. Give us the 9 different types.
I listen, that ain't my job. My job ain't to give out the game, bro. My job is to inform you that there is a game and that there is 9 teams on the game.
So check this out. You got it. So my brother's saying you got to get it for yourself.
Yeah. What I'll do is I'll give you the keys. You got to go in. You got to go in yourself. You got to unlock the door and go in yourself. So the fact that if you don't know, if you're watching this and you don't know that there's 9 different types of love, I just told you. Now all you got to do is have the wherewithal to open your phone, go to Google search and push 9 types of love, and it'll pop up everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And then you sit back and you learn those things. Because once you figure out that the love language that you speaking ain't the love language that she hear, all of that other drama cease to exist. That's why people have toxic relationships, because y'all love each other. Yeah, you do. The problem is you speaking eros and he speaking philia. And then neither one of y'all learned about how to speak no agape love for each other. So this ain't even gonna work in the beginning in the first place anyway.
Boy, you put down some heavy stuff right there.
And if you don't know what the fuck I just said, rewind this. Go back, go pull the phone out when you Google and rewind and say, oh, okay, that's what the fuck he meant when he said that. Because that's what I'm talking about. But if you're not even willing to take that step, and I tell my daughter this, and she's 8, if they tell you they love you, you have the right to ask them what type of love you talking about.
Absolutely.
Because if they don't know, I already taught you that it's 9 different types of love, baby. And I'm telling you how I love you. And you can read it and research and say, okay, my daddy loved me like this. So when a boy tells you he loves you and you ask him how, and he don't know, you know that nigga don't even love himself.
Because he don't know what it is.
Because he don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
So like, because I understand that, and then I educate my woman to that. So we're going to sit down. I know this stuff. I'm going to educate you. We're going to learn this together. So now, not only is it going to make it easier for me to communicate to you, but now you know how to communicate with me, which makes the love language easy on both ends. Okay. But a lot of people ain't even willing to do the work. They just want to, oh, well, you love me. I love you too. And then that's it. And then you wondering why he cheating on you.
Yeah.
Because he got a certain type of love for you that ain't got nothing to do with the emotional state that you're going to be in when he cheated on you. He ain't touched that part of his life yet because he don't even know that that's another part. So, or you got men who exhibit lollipop tendencies and they want a woman to mother them. When you don't realize, bro, that's a type of love that's reserved for your mama, homie.
Yeah.
She ain't supposed to be doing that for you. Yeah. And that's why you over here acting like a girl.
Cause you underdeveloped.
Cause you of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now, I have to say this. We have to recognize that this is by design.
Absolutely.
I don't want nobody to be like, oh, he's just attacking us. No, motherfucker. I want you to understand that you are under attack. And it ain't by me. I'm simply pointing out, hey, motherfucker, there's some shit that you ain't paying attention to that's causing your Black family and your community and the world as a whole to stay in this motherfucking rotating door because you haven't educated yourself past what the fuck they taught you in the 12th grade, which really stopped at the 3rd grade.
Yeah, facts. And a lot of people, man, let me say this. A lot of people have improper relationship with their opposite sex parents because their opposite sex parents were starving for something that they never got. And a lot of people is dealing with what's called emotional incest. And what that is, your parent has deposited their emotions that they should have deposited in a spouse in you. And that's why when you get a mate, they don't want to let you go.
Right. Or you see the guys who he don't know how to do general people stuff. You don't know how to wash dishes, you can't cook, you don't know how to wash clothes, you don't know how to iron, and then they'll tell you, oh, that's a woman's job. No, you're supposed to know how to do those type of things for yourself, so you're not dependent on a woman to do that. That's something she's supposed to do for her children, those who can't do it for themselves.
Absolutely.
And so you really got a mama complex. You want this woman to be you and even to the female who want this dude to pay for everything. You got a daddy complex because your dad is supposed to pay for everything. That's how that works. Your dad is supposed to make sure you straight, and because you didn't get that, you think your worth is in a pocket, is in a wallet.
Yeah.
Then you mad at the undeveloped man who want to buy you.
Yeah. Because I teach my daughter, I got a 15-year-old daughter. She'll be 16 in January. This is the thing I teach her. Look, as a man, my job is to take care of you on this level, and this level. Now, if I'm going to give you your hand in marriage, your job is make sure he's attractive. My job is to make sure he's a man. And if I do not approve, it's only because he ain't going to be able to take care of you in the areas that you need, because me as your father recognize where you are in life.
Right. Total agreement.
So I got two daughters, as a matter of fact. I tell my daughters, if you try to marry a sorry dude, I'm going to be real. Do not ask me to give you away. And you already know, because I've taught you, that ain't it. And you know why that ain't it. Because it ain't no playing with me. Okay.
So,
This what it is.
so it's so hard for me to, and with my daughter, man, I'm kind of setting some dude up for failure.
Hold up. Why you say that?
Cause my daughter is, it's me. I did it because I wanted to. So it's gonna have to be a dude that wants to do this. So like my daughter, I got the type of daughter who would call me and say, "Daddy, can you bring me some Skittles?" I'm gonna stop whatever I'm doing, going to the store, I'm getting the Skittles. I bring the Skittles, and when I get them, she say, "Thank you, Daddy, but I want the purple Skittles in the big bag." Not only am I gonna let you keep the Skittles I just brought, but right now, in this moment, I'm going back to the store and I'm gonna get you the biggest bag of purple Skittles I can find. And then it's gonna be like Halloween. Now, I didn't get you one bag, I got you like 10 bags. And then when I get back, everybody looking at me like, what? And it's just like, yo, I want to make sure, like, at no time do you ever think like that wasn't enough or I wanted some more. My daughter called me and said she wanted jeans, bro. We went and balled out and bought jeans, bro. I spent about $500 on nothing but jeans. Just like, let's just get 8 pair of everything. Just like, she called me for shoes. You're not getting no 2 pair of shoes. We finna spend all day in shoe stores. You're gonna buy as many shoes as you want. I'm gonna get you the ones you don't want that I like and the ones you like. So like, unless this guy is just wealthy beyond measure, because she's not gonna relate that to money till later on in life. Yeah. So like, oh, my dad had to work for this. She's gonna think like, you supposed to provide this because my dad to provide this. And I'm okay with that. But I know I'm setting some dude up for failure. Like, I just feel like that. Or either be on your shit then. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, really just be on your shit, and then you can just take over you just take over if you want it. But I don't, at this point, there is no man good enough for my daughter.
Absolutely.
She ain't even ready for the man who I think ready for her anyway, so.
Yeah, she's 8.
Yeah, she's 8. But hey, I'm working hard. I'm on her neck, bro. I'm on her neck for sure.
I mean, I look at it like, man, people would say, I'm gonna tell you my mind frame, and you could disagree. But this is where I'm at. I don't believe in a woman working. And This is why. I believe that the man is supposed to maintain the bills and the house and stuff like that. And this is why. Because, in a kingdom, the man has his role, the woman has her role, and the children have their role. I believe that a woman's role is to maintain the household, especially when you have a child involved. The reason that most children aren't being tended to is because both parents are outside on the hamster wheel.
Okay, so I agree with that to a degree because I'm in an entrepreneurial state of mind and I don't work for anybody. Like even to play off the kingdom, if I'm the king, the queen has even to the fact that you said the household stuff, but before I get to that, the queen has a role to play in the kingdom. She just ain't sitting back on her laurels.
Oh, no.
She's handling day-to-day intricate stuff that I may or may not ever be privy to. So even in that, that's a form of working.
Absolutely.
Even if it's just what we would say household duties, that's a job.
Absolutely.
But because I'm in the entrepreneurial state, my mindset is not to be working for nobody but ourselves. So
Absolutely.
I'm only doing stuff that makes me happy, or the stuff that pushes, that drives me. Just to throw out my boy Logan, like I only do stuff that's pushing my why. So like my whole thing is like Cheyenne. Like everything is Cheyenne for me, bro. Like everything I do is to try to make this world a better place via the place that I'm at, whether it's Chattanooga, Atlanta, California, wherever I am on the globe. Like, so that when my daughter grows up, it's a better place to be.
Yeah.
Like, so that's the why. So that's the only reason I want to move and do anything. Even doing this podcast, like, of course, you know, I fuck with you. I know you fuck with me. Like, we on a level, but part of it is because maybe something I say on here touch somebody that causes them to be a better person, which in turns some kind of way down the line helps my daughter have a better life.
Yeah.
And so my drive for my queen would be, what is it that what is your why? And let's just push that narrative, whatever that looks like. So I want you to enterprise. I want you to rule. Like, I need you to rule just like I'm ruling. Like, so like, especially, and I agree, like, but we ain't in 1980 no more. So you can be home and doing what we doing and making buku money. You see what I'm saying? So even the being at home role has changed.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of women that's working from work, which all she do is she's sitting down on the computer. Does that take away from her rearing the children? I don't think so. So
I don't either.
So I'm all for, like, now if she don't want to work, and this is the woman that I'm trying to be with, then I need to provide that type of environment for her.
Yeah.
But if she has a longing to do something other than rearing the children and taking care of the household, then I'm pushing that narrative just as much. And then it's like, okay, because we are partners, and I realize that you want to do something outside of rearing and household work, then I need to pick up some slack somewhere. Yeah. But then we supposed to be running, it ain't supposed to be just you with the kids anyway. Like, cause I need the influence on them too, so they know how to not only interact with men in the world, but you also need to know how to respect a man. Like, it's funny, like, how these conversations leading into prison, but like, I didn't learn how to respect a man until I went to prison. And like, that's the first place, like, I realized, like, okay, you're gonna have to respect this nigga, cause we ain't going nowhere, homie. I ain't going nowhere for the next 6 years. So like, is it really that serious? Am I ready to kill and or die about this nigga got in the shower before me?
Yeah.
Like, little simple shit like niggas on the street out here just do. Like, I just ain't on that because I know how to respect men that come from the lack of a father being in the home.
Wow, you just answered. I'm finna ask you a question, but you just touched on it, so ain't no need to ask. Yeah. So let me ask you this, man, because I done heard you speak on, and this is one of the reasons why I believe that. I've heard you speak in the past to children and whoever would listen, how in gang recruitment, how if you haven't adequately prepared your children, the gang leaders and members saying, hey, come here. So if mama, and see, one problem is people live above their means. So if mama always working and dad always working, and I guess we'll say we'll say, an undeveloped thing going on with your child, where they don't have the correct relationship with either parent or one or the other, they're going to tend to run to the game. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, it's not that they run into the game. It's a combination of things. It's
okay.
The first thing is, what other outlets am I being given?
And we know how bad it is.
So I remember, and I know you do, I remember going to Highland Park Boys Club Monday through Friday. Like, that's where you at. I remember Gerald Williams and these Miss Middlebrooks, and they used to be like, yo, not only is you not leaving this month, your mama dropped you out here, this way you gonna be at. You're not finna be running around leaving the boys club in the streets like they was on your head, real community shit. The YMCAs, 8th Street and downtown, like, those were places that, even as a troubled youth, I was able to, some form of escapism. Just even Mr. Hannah, even I know even took Mr. Hannah, I remember him, just think about the fact that I don't know Mr. Hannah at all.
But you know of him.
But I know Mr. Hannah, I know he had an impact in his community because he taught karate.
Yeah.
Now, if you take somebody like I was who loved to fight, had my mama had the means to put me in Mr. Hannah's class, I might be UFC champ right now. But it's the lack of those type of community leaders, the lack of those type of places, safe havens for kids to go, for even mentors for them to look up to. So it makes it easier for the gangs to recruit. Not only that, but I'm gonna use the very thing that you tried, that single mama is trying to bust her ass to go out and buy that son. I'm gonna show them how to get it in 15 minutes. It's gonna take your mama all the way to Christmas to buy you this PlayStation 5. I'm gonna show you how to get 3 in an hour.
Cold game.
I just got your son that quick because you didn't teach your son that having or not having an Xbox or PlayStation 5 don't mean a bitch ass thing in this world.
Morals and values.
You didn't teach him that because you was too busy trying to put on a new Christian Dior or buy the new whatever. You focus on your red bottoms or your Jordans and the rims on your car, and we got to smoke Zah and all of that bullshit, and we got to buy real diamonds and all that bullshit don't amount to the. You forgot to tell your child, hey, this shit don't do shit but look good and depreciate with value. Yeah. So they morals and they standards all fucked up. So they think because I don't have on the Jordans, it's time to go hit a lick.
Yeah. You
done forgot to go to class and get the education so you can actually afford to buy the Jordans. So you go hit a lick, don't realize that's gonna get you locked up and you can't even have Jordans in prison. Like but ain't nobody, your uncle forgot to tell you that shit. Your uncle who been to prison, he forgot to sit you down and tell you, hey nigga, you know why you out here hustling and selling all that shit, trying to get the new Charger and all that old shit. When you get to prison, nigga, for selling all that shit, not only is they gonna take the Charger, nigga, but you can't even drive in prison, fool. Somebody forgot to tell him. You feel me? You nigga forgot to tell him, hey bro, you know you ain't gonna be able to turn that light off. Never. You're never gonna have a light switch, nigga. You can't turn the light off. Fool. You know how hard it is to sleep with the light off? Somebody forgot to tell them that shit. At age 8, when that nigga first stole his first pack of 9-laters. You feel me?
Yeah.
You should have let his young ass experience that juvenile one time. And then had a real life conversation with him and then stayed on his motherfucking neck. Cause these people got a plan for you by the 3rd grade, man.
Yeah, if you can't read by the 3rd grade, they plan to lock you up for a significant amount of time.
See, this is the thing though, Roland. we say that, but you got to put it in context. If they
Okay,
got a
give
plan,
it to them.
if they got a plan for the one who can't read,
They got a plan for the one who can too.
come on now.
Yeah.
Guess what? The plan that they got for the one that can read ain't no worse or better than the one that they got who can't read.
Yeah.
You got to have your own damn plan for your child. You got to see that. That's the part of being a parent. You supposed to sit down and go, okay, I know my son needs this piece of paper.
Yeah.
He got to have his high school diploma. He got to go get this paper in order to get in the door. But I also need to educate him that once he get past the 3rd grade, see, this is what people don't realize. After the 3rd grade, bro, everything else is bullshit.
That's facts. That's pure facts.
Everything else is bullshit after the 3rd grade, bro.
Yeah.
Everything else that you learn after the 3rd grade is just to conform you to a factory life, to the prison system.
Yeah.
The school system and the prison system and the work system is set up all the same.
Yeah, it's one and the same. That's why I tell people you don't receive an education, you really receive an indoctrination.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They teach you how to be good slaves.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That piece of paper say you spent enough time 12 years a slave for your motherfucking ass. They need to do another 12 years a slave and make it about the school system.
I don't know if you go ahead, bro.
Like essentially, once I put these chains on your mind, well, I got you forever. So I'm just out here trying to break some chains. You feel me? I ain't got time. Listen, I don't have time to run you to freedom. You got to chase the freedom yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just here to break the chain. Once I break the chain, nigga, run. But you first got to realize you got a chain on your mind, bro. It ain't on your feet no more. It's on your brain. It's on your emotions.
Yeah.
It's in your aggression and your anger. So it's just that.
That put me in the mind of, man, I got a song called Slaves where I say we traded whips and chains for some whips and chains. They took it off our body and put it on our brain.
Definitely, most definitely. I'm not a person who believes in coincidences, bro. Is it a coincidence that they call it whips and chains? Come on, man. Like,
yeah, it's by design.
We got these motherfuckers. We gonna get you to kill yourself for this shit now. You feel me? And literally, and I ain't talking about, not just talking about the niggas that's out here shooting and gang banging and selling drugs. I'm talking about these motherfuckers that work 9 to 5s too. You're killing yourself to own a house. You're killing yourself to own this car. You put these rims and this bullshit on this motherfucker that not only when you buy the shit does it depreciate in value and it ain't worth as much as you paid for it the second you sit your ass in it. The second you buy that $150,000 car and drive that bitch off the lot, it's worth $80,000. You ain't scratched it or nothing. You just drove it off the lot. You put that motherfucker in reverse and take it back. They're gonna offer you 90,000, we give you 94. You like, motherfucker, I just gave you them diamonds you buy. Them motherfuckers, when you take them motherfuckers, you put them all in your teeth. Soon as they put them motherfuckers in there and solder them bitches in, they worth less than they was than you paid for them.
Man, go ahead.
I mean, and it's like, but you need somebody to tell, hey, hey, homie, like, I ain't trying to, like, for the people listening and watching it's like, I ain't trying to, like, throw salt on you. I'm telling you what the truth is, and they running the muck on you. They playing the game on you. You feel me? So that's, I mean, just trying to, bro, it's just all about, let's just get the message out, man. Somebody hear this and go, is that nigga full of shit? Let me go look up some of the shit he just said, man. And then it just, for me, that's how my eyes started opening. Motherfuckers said some shit. I was just like, man, that nigga got to be bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you be surprised, man. All people got to do is just fact check it.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I also alluding to what you just said, man. I tell people, I used to say America, but materially in the world, you cannot own anything of value. And I break it down like this. Your house, once you pay all those mortgages, which means death contract, once you pay that, then you have what's called taxes. If you don't pay your taxes, they will come and repossess the quote unquote house that they tell you you own.
Right.
Another instance, if they want your house, the house that you own, to do something on their agenda, they're going to offer you a price and then they're going to basically take it.
Yeah.
Your car, the car that you own, you could go buy a car for $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, whatever the price. If you don't get your car registered, now they have emissions, if you don't go through emissions and all the proper channels, guess what? The car that you just bought, you can't even use. Hey, man, it's a cold game, man.
Yeah. It ain't so cold no more. It's warming up, man. It's warming
You're
up.
right. So, hey, let me ask
It
you
ain't
this.
so cold no more. Like
Once
realize
people
what
put the
agenda
information,
is,
yeah.
It ain't so cold. You like, oh, okay, I know this is what's going on. It's like walking past the house when you were little. You maybe like 8 or 9, and it's a dog, and he hopped the fence every other goddamn day and chase you home. Like that first time he did it, you were scared than a motherfucker. You lost something and everything. You dropped something and left it on the street and everything. You ain't go back and get it.
Yeah.
That second time, you was like, oh, this nigga gonna keep chasing me. By the third, fourth time that dog chase you, you like, all right, today I'm gonna pick up a stick. I'm gonna bust this motherfucker across the head. He ain't gonna never run across me again. You bust the motherfucker across the head and you realize this goddamn dog is crazy. This dog gonna chase me every goddamn day. So I just need to go on and get a brick, get a stick, go on throw something at him and break off running. After a while, you don't run as fast. And you like, fuck that, I'm finna fight this fucking dog. And that's where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, okay. I realize I done read enough books to know what the fuck going on. I done seen enough videos, like, okay, and the shit documented. That's the fucked up shit. Like, you know, they put this, them niggas were so bold, they wrote the shit down. It was like, these niggas ain't gonna read the shit no way. And I'm like, damn, okay, so this the game we playing. So now I know what game we playing. It's like, I ain't gonna sit here and be like, oh, the system broke. No, the system ain't broke, man. That motherfucker working just fine. That motherfucker well-oiled machine. So what I'm gonna do is figure out what part I can play to help us and play that part. And then I ain't got time to be mad at the motherfucker. I ain't got time to be mad at Patrick Hampton because he playing a part too. I ain't got time to be mad at him. I got work to do for me.
Absolutely.
You feel me? I got somebody's life to change.
Yeah.
You feel me? If I'm too worried about what the fuck he said, bro, I ain't gonna be focused on what the fuck I need to say.
Yeah.
You feel me? Bro, somebody out there need to hear that bullshit you said so they can come over here and get this real shit. So you keep doing that. Or whoever. I don't give a fuck who you talking about. Trump, Kamala Harris. I don't give a fuck. What's old boy name? Look, I can't even think of his name. The new mayor.
Tim Kelly.
Yeah, Tim Kelly. Yeah, I don't give a fuck who you is. I know what's in the playbook.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like we playing football, basketball, nigga. There's a playbook, nigga. We gonna run the plays. This ain't no coming out this playbook, bro. We ain't freelancing out this motherfucker. That was a play call. Now you might have got loose once you ran your route. But it's a play. It's a playbook. Well, I read the playbook. I know what the play is. You feel me? So, you feel me? I'm in the game. Yeah. Y'all need to wake up and read the damn playbook so we can start winning.
One of my favorite sayings I always tell people is chess, not checkers. While you trying to make this simple move, the system is designed for the complex move.
Not really.
In a sense, hold up, because check this out. Think about this. By you going and reading and understanding the playbook, you know how to maneuver. The average person, they just on their stoop doing what they do.
But what make it not be complex is that they didn't even hide it. They was so arrogant that they was like, yo, we're just gonna leave this shit right here. Right? We're gonna put it right here in their motherfucking faces. And they so dumb, they're not even going to read it. That's the only trick they ever really pulled. They ain't really did shit else. You didn't hide the information well. You didn't even hide the information. Like you're supposed to listen, bro. If I was in a position like them, bro, and my mindset is to destitute of people, bro. I'm just going, there would have been no pyramids left for you to come and find. We'd have destroyed all of that shit. We wouldn't have took no designs that y'all had and put them over there where our stuff was. All of that shit, we would have erased the fact that y'all existed before slavery. They didn't do that. They just was like, hey, listen, we done already changed the language. You changed their tongues. They can't read. We just gonna put this shit over here. They ain't gonna never pick it up and read it. They inferior. And niggas is still like, that can read, is still like, yeah, I ain't gonna even read that shit. I'm just like, yo, nigga, you know that's the. It's like, bro, it's essentially me telling you, hey, bro, here go the lottery numbers, bro. The lottery 150 million this year. The lottery numbers is over there in that book over there. All you got to do is go read the book. And you won't eat. And then I go hit the lottery. And then I come back and tell you, bro, I got damn money. It's over there in that book. And you still like, yeah, but I gotta get my shit together first. I got this going on though. And I'm like, yeah, but.
So let me ask you this. I hear what you're saying, and I don't disagree. But the reason I say is, I think about this. A pimp will tell you how hard his macking is. But for a pimp, when he chases a prostitute, he chases a prostitute who's down on her luck, somebody he can manipulate, and things of that nature, usually. So the system is just like a pimp. And they'll let you know, hey, with arrogance, man, we so cold. The system feel like we so cold. We'll tell you what we gonna do. You so down on your luck and so stuck in whatever you at, you will never go look at it. And it's been here the whole time.
That's like I said, that was the massive trick. That was the play was, I'ma just leave it right here because you so stupid and gullible that you're not even gonna, even after you got first, it was, we ain't gonna let them read. They too rebellious. Fresh off the boat, they still fighting, they still rebelling. Yeah. We ain't gonna let them read. Then they said, you know what? We got them down so bad now. Even if we leave it right here, they ain't gonna do nothing with it anyway. They don't even believe in themselves no more. These folks still telling you Native American. You still talking about Native American. You still, and I understand that you got to send your child to school. I understand this, but you're not at home doing the, hey, look, Johnny. I know Miss White told you that Native Americans and Christopher Columbus. But let me show you right here where this river runs from the southwest shores of Africa right into America, and all you got to do is just get in the boat, and you ain't even got to paddle, and it'll just stroll you right in. Let me show you some pictures of what the so-called Native American, and you'll see that nigga look just like your granddaddy. Like, but if you ain't doing that, then that white supremacy that was being taught in 1919 in the school, that's still being taught right here in 2022, it's still being taught to your children. Nobody is challenging it. So you're not even challenging it at home, and you'll sit back and be like, but I know. And what the fuck you doing about it? You got to come back that shit, because you telling your child to go to school, sit down, and I got a problem with this too. And this ain't nothing against nobody. But I don't understand how the fuck you expect a young black male to go into a school system and sit down and listen to some white lady who ain't had no interaction with black people or young black males on any other level other than some training she got at some 3-week seminar. How is that possible? Because you need to tell my nephew, hey, bro, you need to shut the fuck up. That ain't disrespectful to him, because that's how the fuck we talk. He can handle shut the fuck up. Now, Josie, little Josie, he can't handle that. You can't tell him that he's gonna have an emotional shutdown.
Yeah.
So I don't understand. Like, there's no possible way for me to be, cause as a kid, we are little young mannish boys, and my nephew would tell his teacher if she got a nice shape, you thick. He meant that as a compliment, cause he heard me tell my girl, ooh, girl, you so thick. And he know I love my girl. He might love his teacher. Might be his favorite teacher. He come in there and tell her, ooh, Miss Johnson White. Ooh, Miss Johnson, you thick. Miss Johnson gonna take offense to that and send him to the office for inappropriate behavior.
Cause she don't understand him.
Cause she don't understand him. Yeah. We can't even battle rap. Can you imagine a battle rap in a white classroom?
Nah,
with this 23-year-old white lady?
They gonna put you out.
They were aggressive. They were getting ready to fight. No, motherfucker, we MCs. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's that. I can't be successful like that.
Yeah. And let me say this, as a good coach or a good teacher, you have to understand each student or each player, because it takes, like you was alluding to, it takes different things to elevate different students or players. Like you said, well, one student or one player, where if you talk crazy to him, it's going to have him pepped up, ready to do what he got to do. But if you talk crazy to another student, they're going to be moping, not being able to really function, because you got to understand how to get the best out of the people you trying to reach. Simple as that.
It's simple. Like, I'm in Marcus' corner, and he fighting somebody of a different ethnicity. And I'm hearing they corner going, you got it. You can do this. You're the best, champ. You can handle this. Breathe. You know what I'm saying to Marcus? Well, get your shit together. What the fuck you out there doing, nigga? It's time to show the fuck out. Like, if I'd have said that coach would have came, if we'd have switched corners, both our fighters would have been fucked up.
Yeah.
Marcus don't receive that. Hey man, you got it. You don't receive that. There's people who receive that, but if you don't, urban sensitivity, bro. They need to implement that shit all across the fucking board. Police, you should not be able to be no fucking cop in this fucking, you shouldn't be able to be a white cop. Let me specify what the fuck I mean. You should not be able to be a white cop in this country, where this country has been set up on systematic racism and white supremacy, and everything is pointed in your direction for you to move forward. You shouldn't be able to be a cop, a politician, a teacher, a pastor in no shape, form, or fashion if you don't take some type of urban sensitivity training. because there's no way you can understand. Listen, I'm sorry, I deal with kids. He ain't trying to hear no fucking algebra and no fucking 8 o'clock in the morning and ain't no food been in his belly since 8 o'clock the last night, and it was a bowl of fucking noodles.
And he ain't slept good that night.
And he ain't sleep good because he don't got a good mattress.
Yeah.
If he got a mattress at all, he might be sleeping on the couch or he in the bed with 2 people. He ain't trying to hear shit. And his mama was yelling at him this morning because he forgot to wash his school clothes because she got 4 other kids and he ain't got but 2 pairs of pants, and he spilled something on his pants like yesterday, and now he got to come to school with the wet mark on his pants. He ain't trying to hear shit you talking about. His mind is totally, he's just trying to make it through the fucking day without having to fight somebody because he got a jealous stain from yesterday on the pants he had on.
Yeah, he got a whole different set of issues.
He got a whole different set of issues. He's not even free to figure out who the fuck he want to be or who the fuck he is, because you telling him who to be already. You telling him how to act, who to be, how to think. And then as soon as he expresses himself, oh, he's a problem child, let's give him some medicine. And until we as parents take control of that shit and start educating ourselves, and maybe your child do have a problem, and maybe some medicine could help him, but there's other remedies that you can look into if you really want to help your child, if you really want to help the society that we in, that you can look into instead of putting your child on essentially cocaine and LSD, because that's all them oxys and roxys and hydros and all that shit is dumbed down and mixed up fucking drugs. That shit ain't nothing good for you. Shit shutting down your kidneys and your livers, and your child's problem could be solved with some fucking mint julep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so is that, bro. But we have to be diligent, man, about educating ourselves, educating others, even amongst the bullshit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I try to take every opportunity that I can to like talk people on their level, bro. That's a gift that I have. Like, I can find, cause I come from nothing. You feel me? I come from a mama who didn't accept welfare handouts. You feel what I'm saying? But she worked 22 jobs for 22 fucking years. You feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? Just seeing that, knowing what that looked like, being that child who literally his father was movies at a time. For a point in time in my life, my father was movies, and having people pour into my life and seeing how they change things, man, it just make you like hungry to like share. I'm just really here to share, bro. Like, but like I said, I ain't doing the work for you. I'm gonna hit a lot of different points. I'm gonna drop a lot of different jewels, and then you got one of my favorite scenes from when I was a child. I don't know if you watched Reading Rainbow as a child, but I watched that shit religiously because he was like one of the only black people on TV.
LeVar Burton, right?
LeVar Burton, dude. Most young people know is from the nigga from Star Trek with the shit on his eyes. But one of his
then he played Kunta Kinte in Roots.
Yeah, he played Kunta Kinte. Shout out to Alex Haley, man. And Rooted in Tennessee, just in case you didn't know, that's a good read. If you never read Roots, man, if you only just watch the movie, they don't tell you at the end of the movie unless you read all the credits and shit that his family ended up in Tennessee. You might be some kin to him, do an ancestry check. But anyway, at the end of his show, he used to say, like, he used to do book reviews. He would tell you about all these good books that's coming out. A lot of the books was centered at black kids, which was cool for me. But he used to tell you how amazing this book was. And then at the end of it, he would say, but don't take my word for it. And I like to keep that like in the back of my mind when I talk to people, because I be dropping a lot of information and folks be like, especially because I'm black. And so you don't expect no black man to have this type of information. If I was white and you would just accept it for what it is, but because I'm black, you kind of look at me with the side eye. And I don't have the accreditations that white supremacy tell me that I need to be educated, but whatever. Like, but when you start seeing it, like, and you give it out, man, like, I just want to tell people, like, don't take my word for it. Take the information, go find out, look it up for yourself, man. It's out there. You ain't got to believe me. Like, just don't believe me. That'll send you to it faster. Yeah. Like, if you believe me, like, I ain't gave you enough information for you to do no life changing shit yet. I just touched on it so you get a taste. It's like a sample at the mall. Like, I'm just giving you a piece so you come over here and eat. You feel me? Here, eat this. This is good for you. So, like, go do the research yourself, man. Read everything.
Absolutely. Hey, let me ask you this, because I believe this, and I believe this is one of my life goals. And basically, knowing you, I believe, I'm just going to ask it.
Okay.
Is every person that you come across, is your life mission to help them become a little better by knowing you as being your why?
Yeah, yes, because the original why is simple. It's very simple. It's very simple. Make this world, because I live in Chattanooga. It's literally this. Make this world a better place via Chattanooga, Tennessee, for your daughter. That's it. That's the mission statement. I want to change the world starting here in Chattanooga, Tennessee, so that my daughter's life can be enriched. So that means I have to enrich everybody that I come in contact with so that they enrich other people. And it's like a domino effect. And then even if it's when she's 40,
it'll trickle down.
It'll trickle down. Yeah. Like, I just don't like, I would love for my daughter to be judged by her character and her work, and not because her name is Cheyenne and because she's a little black girl. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. It ain't about me at all. Like, not even a little bit. Like, cause I done, you know, I done trips. I done did it. I was one of them. I done had the money where I'm in the mall every day buying shit. I done had the jewelry. I had the cars. Like, I done did all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, she changed the way I think. You know what I'm saying? About myself, about people around me, about the way I see things, the way I move, everything I do. Like, and then when I make mistakes, like, that's the first thing, like, damn, bro, you know, like, you got to be conscious of what you're doing, not because you want to go kick it or have a good time, but how does this affect what you're trying to do with the world?
Yeah. So, hey, let me ask you this, because that triggered another thought.
Okay.
My daughter did the same thing for me. So I got to ask you, your daughter. Is it, it's a pre-question. So, were you a womanizer? And I'm gonna ask you before that, and this is why I'm gonna ask you this. I'm going somewhere with it.
Okay.
So before your daughter, was you the type, hey, I'm on this what I'm doing, hey, you can get it, blah blah blah.
If I was, I never been a cheater. So I didn't, you know, so like if I had a girlfriend, I ain't on that. But there was times like when I was not in no relationship, like I'm freelancing. You know, I'll concede that there were some years before my daughter that I was what considered community dick.
Hey, and the reason I asked that, man, because at one point in time, I was on that same type of time. And I believe the Most High had a way of saying, hey, if don't nothing else get their attention, bah, and it's going to be a daughter.
So look, check this out. So look, I'm and some of the people, if you on here, you watching this, man, you ever been to the lobby, ever heard about the lobby, man, throw an L up in the comments, man. So man, I ain't gonna name drop no people, man. Cause we would. Nah, I might do some name drops, cause everybody and their mama was there. Anyway, so me and some guys in the city, we had got a crib, and we was such a limitation unpassed anyway. We at the crib, man. We basically throwing after parties at the crib. So literally how it started was, it was just some niggas, some balling ass niggas playing poker.
Okay.
Drug dealer niggas just ain't got shit to do with their money. Know them niggas up all types of night. They playing poker. And you got some niggas who just like to play poker in there. Homeboys, cousins, niggas is just in here. That's how the shit started. Then we like, hey, yo, it's enough niggas in here. We can really make some money. So like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes Wednesday, we got strippers coming in from the A. Like, we going and buying like literally, we didn't open that motherfucker up till like 3 in the morning after everything in chat shut down. So we would be like at the club and niggas would be like, hey, y'all opening the lobby up tonight? We like, yeah, and we leave like 2 o'clock so we can go on and get to the spot and get set up. And so that was my lifestyle when I found like, and I'm talking about like, nigga making nice money. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Nigga
you ain't gotta put
money in that
I got you.
So like, I'm talking about niggas selling everything. Oodles and noodles, oatmeal pies, condoms, nigga Black and Mild, cigarettes, Willows, beer, liquor, shots. Everything you want, we selling it. Got a nigga in there taking pictures. So I'm real life. And at this point, it's before a lot of the beef in the city. So
everybody was.
Everybody, the South, the East, the West, the niggas on the North side, the Brainer niggas, everybody in that bitch.
Yeah.
Every nigga you can think of
was
in that motherfucker. Everybody. Yeah. The OGs, the YGs, all of them. In that one spot, no fights, never had a fight. And I'm in there. It's like Sunday morning, like 9 o'clock. I'm finna go see, at the time, I'm finna go see my girlfriend, who my baby mama. And she called me. I need you to come to the house. I'm on my way anyway. Get to the house. She talking about her breasts are hurting. Funny as shit, her mama turned her mama in the kitchen. She turned right to her as soon as she said, you pregnant, y'all need to go get a test. We go to Walgreens, get like 2, 3 of them motherfuckers. Sure as shit, she was pregnant. In that moment, like not the next day, not no hour later, in that moment, I was like, oh shit, everything got to change. So at this point, people is calling me by my tag name, which is Player B. A lot of people know me by that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to calling my homeboys like, hey, yo, listen, y'all gotta quit calling me that shit. That ain't my name no more. Niggas is like, what, nigga?
We done known you, look, we done known you your whole life, man. Man, what you talking about, man?
Listen, I had one of my homeboys, I tell him my real name. I'm like, nah, my name Chris Newby, nigga. My mama named me Chris, called me Chris. He like, Chris Newby, nigga, that's your name? I'm like, nigga, you been knowing me 30 years. How the fuck you don't know my goddamn real name? He's like, nigga, I don't know, nigga. I just know you as Player B. I'm like, okay, all right. So, I mean, it was to that extreme where it's like, I'm not doing nothing else but getting prepared for this child. And it was like everything that I cannot explain to her, that I'm going to be ashamed to explain.
You going to check out. And
we got to stop all that shit.
Yeah.
So, like, even though I wasn't going to jail, like, I was still in that mindset where, like, I don't give a fuck, nigga. If I go, I'm just going to burn out and get a lawyer. You feel me?
Yeah.
At that moment, I was like, okay, nigga, it's time to cut out everything you doing that could possibly land you in jail. So, like, I mean, I'm cutting women off. I've been fooling with for 5, 6. Hey, look, they like, what's going? Nothing ain't going on. My girl pregnant. My whole life got to change around. Like I literally because I just didn't want to explain certain shit. I just didn't want to explain. I can't explain to my daughter why they call me Player B.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
That's not an explanation that I have for her. Like, I can tell her why, but I don't want to tell her no shit like that.
Yeah.
She think daddy a superhero. You feel me? I want to stay being a superhero. I like being a superhero. You feel me? It's kind of like, nigga, you finna have a chance to be somebody's idol almost. Not like to idolize me, but like, I'm going to be able to, you got to guide this person. You are responsible for guiding the person in the way that they carry themselves, the way they feel about themselves, the way they treat other people, the way they treat themselves. And it was like, nigga, are you treating yourself the way you would want somebody, like even before before my daughter got here, I'm like, and I'm not even knowing whether it's a girl or a boy. But my mind is going to like, are you somebody that you would want your daughter to marry? Are you somebody that you would want your son to be? And the answer was no. And it was like, okay, nigga, well, we can do something about that. You feel me? Like, I know who the fuck I am. So it was like, niggas act like change is hard. It's not. It's change your mind, your world will change. Shout out to Chris Sands.
Absolutely. I agree with that statement.
So like, I literally, bro, just like, it for me, changing my mind is like going to the refrigerator and I was headed in there and I was going to get orange juice. But when I opened the door and I seen that there was another route I could get apple juice, then I go, I actually would rather have apple juice. That's how quick a mind change is for me. And that's how quick it happened. Like, oh no. And like, I went to jail like maybe like 2 months after that, because like, of course, we know with a mind change, you have to implement a plan and use discipline. So in the process of doing that, some of the shit I ain't stopped doing yet. You feel me? Oh, that was it. That jail, I ain't been in jail since. I thought I missed something. I lost my fucking shit in there. I was one of the niggas to go to jail and be like, man, fuck this shit. I don't fuck. I like to fight anyway. I don't fuck about this shit. Nigga, I was in that bitch about to cry. Oh my God. Please, Lord, I can't. Because I don't want to explain this either.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
It was like, I don't know, maybe for some people it's complex, but for me, it was really, really simple. Like, it was just certain shit. Do you want to be the type of, like, you know, if you out here fucking all these bitches, eventually she's going to catch on to what the fuck you doing. And then she think it's okay to have a nigga that's out here fucking all these bitches. I don't want that for my daughter, so I can't be out here fucking all these bitches. And then when I realized me and her mom's relationship wasn't gonna work out, I still realized, like, if I'm gonna have a woman in my life, now not only do I have the option to choose what type of woman she's gonna be around when she's around me, but I have to make sure that I present myself in the right light to this woman and to my daughter. And so it's that, man. She the biggest thing ever. Anybody who ever wonder, like, why I ain't on that bullshit no more? And I like to tell people, like, I'm with the shit, bro. I just ain't on that shit. I'm just not on that. I'm just not on that. I don't want no problems with nobody. I'm trying to save the goddamn world. I'm trying to be, listen, I'm running for father of the decade, man. My little girl, I got 2 years ago for I'm father of the decade, man.
Hey, man. Man, I definitely salute you, man. Hey, man, this conversation right here is one of the, I knew you were going to give the people something epic, as you always do every time I come across you. And this show that we've just had embodies the reason I created the Deprogram show. We don't have to agree on everything, but we gonna put some information out to make people think. And hey, if you don't agree, later on in your life as you mature, you be like, man, them dudes were talking their real talk. Simple as that. And I definitely gotta have you back on the show, man, cause this is epic, man.
You know how we rock, man.
Yeah, this is epic.
I need to make sure it don't take as long next time, man.
Hey, man, we connected, man. So
yeah.
Anytime, bro, anytime. So with that being said, before we get out of here, man, you got anything you want to leave with the people?
Yeah, man. First, I'm gonna shout you out, man. You know, I appreciate you having me on, man. Again, man. A lot of times people try to censor brothers like us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And also to echo what you said, like, and I made a post the other day, and I was just going through some stuff, and I just made a post, and I was just really wanting people to know, like, I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to like you. Well, you don't have to like me. But if the end game is the same, I'm walking with you, brother.
Yeah.
Like, I moved with Pastor Chris Sands. That's been my dog since middle school. Do I agree with all that Bible stuff? No. Do that stop my walk with him? No. Because we got the same end game. If he can reach you and I can't, I don't really damn care. Just come. I just want you to join the race.
Yeah.
So, man, comfort is the enemy of success, man. So get up off your ass so you can be a blessing to somebody else, man. Wealth is health, man. Wealth is health, man. You can't sit around and think you're gonna live and prosper good, and you don't take care of the one of the major gifts that God gave you, which is your body and your mind, man. You have to be healthy, man. For those of you that don't know, don't read, come 2022, man, they FDA, USDA has already approved the lab meat for consumption in the stores. If you don't know what lab meat is, again, I will tell you, this is a whole nother podcast. I'll tell you, if you don't know what lab meat is, man, look it up, Google it, man, read about it. Don't just read one article, because some of that shit be fluff, so you can be like, oh, that's bullshit, or I don't care, or we can eat that shit. Check into it. They put shit in your meat, man. It's already been approved. It's a good time for me to go vegan. You right?
Hey, let me touch on that, because I've been a vegan by 5 to 7 years. I want people to know this, because I don't know if I ever said this publicly. If you become a vegan, please, especially males, watch your soy consumption, because soy destroys the male testosterone, and it gives you erectile dysfunction, because the reason they even pushing the vegan narrative is because they want to kill the reproductive system, and they ain't gonna tell you that.
All right, look at that, another jewel, man, another jewel.
And I'm a vegan, but I watch. Hey, okay, so this is why y'all doing it. Simple as that.
Okay, that's good information. That's something I did not know. So, So, and as much as, and don't think I'm on here pompous either, man. As much as I know, just let me know I don't really know a lot of shit, man. Definitely stay learning, man. Like I said, I'm locked in with you, bro. You know how we do, man.
Absolutely, because you taught me some stuff today too. Yeah,
man. So we just keep moving, keep pushing, man. Get out your comfort zones, man. That's it, man.
Absolutely.
Love.
This is the Deprogram Show with my brother Chris Newby. Y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and we out.
Yes, sir.